In the prior knowledge for chapter 7, we need to find the vertex of various parabolas, okay? And the best way to do this is to put them into vertex form. Now, vertex form, we've done this in the past, we've already addressed it, and in vertex form, we have a parabola in the form of y equals a x minus p squared plus q. And in this form, p will be the x-coordinate of the vertex, and q will be your y-coordinate. Okay, so this gives us a vertex of p comma q. All right, now some of your parabolas that you'll be given today won't be in this form, and in order to get it into this form, we need to use what we call completing the square. Now, you guys have done this before, you've used it for this, but we do want to go over it so that we know that you've got it down pat. Okay, now, firstly, vertex form uses, completing the square uses the knowledge that a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. We're going to exploit this to make sure that we can turn the parabola into this form. Okay, now if we have, for example, y equals x squared plus 6x plus 7, and we want to complete the square for this parabola, what we need to firstly start by doing is finding what we're going to add and subtract in order to turn your quadratic equation into this form, so that we can, instead of writing it in the long way, we can write it like this, factorized. So to find this, what we do is we take your b term. Your b term is 6 here, because remember that in a parabola we have ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so we're going to take that b term, which in this case is 6. If we do b divided by 2, that gives us 6 divided by 2, which is 3. Okay, what we're going to do with this is we're going to write our parabola again now, but we're going to say y equals x squared plus 6x. We're going to move the 7 out of the way. We're going to put it over here so that it's not in the way, because right now it's actually causing more problems than it's worth. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add that 3 squared. Okay, then we are also going to minus the 3 squared to compensate for it, because then you're actually effectively adding 0. Okay, so we're not actually adding anything by doing that. Okay, I'm just going to erase this. Once we've done that, we now know that this part of our parabola here can be written in this a plus b squared form, because we have an a, we have a 2ab, and we have a b squared there. Okay, so instead of writing x squared plus 6x plus 3, we can now write this as x plus 3 squared. Okay, so now we have y equals x plus 3 squared minus 9 plus 7. Okay, and just to check that, if we have x plus 3 squared and we expand that, we get x squared plus 2ab, so 2 times the first term, 2x, times the second term, which is 3, so we get 6x plus b squared, so 3 squared is 9. Okay, and that is actually what we had back over in this part here. That's what this turned into. Okay, I'm going to undo that. All right, so now that we have this, we can just tidy it up. So we have y equals x plus 3 squared minus 9 plus 7 gives us minus 2. And now our parabola is in vertex form. So we know that in this parabola, our vertex is going to be minus 3, comma 2. And that gives us completing the square in order to turn a parabola into vertex form.